Hey, it's Avery here. So, today's the 15th of July, so it's 1 year and 2 months on T, plus a week. And I've not really been doing updates because there's not a whole lot to update about. A while ago, I had blood tests done and my T was quite low, so we've upped my dose by half. So now I'm on Axiron, which is like the cap thing that you pump it into and then you put it on under your arms. So I'm on like 3 of those now rather than 2, and I guess I've noticed a few more changes, like I'm getting hairier more quickly, and acne came back and stuff like that, so I'm going to assume that now my T levels are pretty much normal. And I'm really stubborn, so I wanted to stick with Axiron, mostly because I was sick of dudes who inject being all like, oh, you know, I inject, it's so cool, I only have to do it like once every however often. And I was like, screw them, you know, I like having the daily routine. That was my phone. But the thing is that, like, when I'm busy, I run out of time to do it in the mornings because it's quite time consuming, because you don't just go, oh, let's rub it on. You just, like, rub it on, let it dry, put some under this one, let that dry, put a bit more back there, oh, fill it up again, and it's just a pain in the ass. So, yeah, so I'm actually have an appointment from this coming Monday to go and talk to one of the trans specialist doctors at Hobart Sexual Health, about, like, I don't know, hopefully going on Andron, which is the injection, so we'll see how that goes. And I was also talking to one of my mates, and he said that he actually, like, he's been on T for about 6 years now, I think, and he said that he actually found it, the beard and stuff came on a lot more quickly once he started injections, because he'd been doing, like, gel before that, so yeah, I don't know, I'm keen to see where that takes me. I've put on, like, loads of weight, not because of the tea, but just because I have no self-control when it comes to eating shit like pizza and chocolate and ice cream and chocolate and custard with Milo on, which is a chocolate powder, and oh god, and it's cold, and I'm sick, and I just don't feel like going to the gym right now, which is terrible, but as soon as I'm well, I will. I'm just coughing up loads of crap at the moment, and that's not sexy, plus, like, yeah, not great for cardio. But I'm planning to get back into them. I got this really cool thing the other day, if I can reach it, at Kmart. It's like food and exercise, and yeah, it's girly as fuck because it's probably aimed at girls, because guys generally don't give quite as much of a shit about it. But it's really cool. It's like, I don't know, it's snazzy. You've got like a start date where you can put in your measurements and stuff, which I think will be really cool for going to the gym. And then there's, hang on, I've got the thing behind it so you can actually see. There's that, with where you can, you can put in your focus. Oh, hey, that's cool. Actually, it tells you what you've done at the gym and stuff, whether you've done strength training or whatever, and what you've eaten. Oh, this is each day. Holy crap, that's awesome. That's not a whole lot of pages though, so I might go back and get more. It was like $3, which was cool. Yeah, I've been going to training more. I'm going to the university fencing club to train, and then my own fencing club that I run, but I do mostly coaching there. I'm taking 3 young guys, teenagers, over to the mainland, the big island, for their first interstate trip, which is at the end of this month, so that'll be cool. So we've got training coming up 2 Saturdays. I've started a new job at university, I'm actually employed by the university, and that's really fun. I'm a student engagement leader, so I get to like help organize events and run them and get people, like students on campus, involved, and that's fun. I'm also volunteering for the UTAS Life like social media team, so it's just like producing content for them to put up and share, which is cool. So you can probably find some of my stuff under the tag UTAS Life, UTAS, yeah. Anyway, so it's fun, it's really cool. It's like becoming an student engagement leader is like one of the best decisions I've made at uni, because I'm making friends and having new experiences, and it's actually making me feel better, and I'm approaching uni just looking at it from a different angle. So far my focus is really good. I know what I need to do, and I've started doing it with the study and stuff. I'm only doing 2 units this semester, and for every other semester, because Centrelink were like, hey, no, you stuffed around wasting time when you were younger, when you were trying to be a journalist, so now we're not going to pay you for the rest of your science degree, so that's fun. And I'm a bit concerned with my current job, because it looks like hours for everyone who's casual are just going down and down and down, and I need 9 to 10 hours a week to be able to pay my bills. on top of my Centrelink stuff, and I'm getting like 3, as are most of the other beginners, not beginners, casuals, so that's not great, but hopefully that'll pick up in the summer, and hopefully the UTAS work will like supplement that, but we'll get there, we're working on it, and I don't know, just lots of exciting things. It's only like 2 months till trans camp, it's like the end of September, so I put a call out for clothes donations, and now my flat is full of clothing. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 people would go, hey, I've got a bag of clothes. Nope, it went national, and I had people come from the mainland and bring clothes and stuff. It's amazing. So I just hope we get loads of people to trans camp so they can actually, like, you know, take some awesome clothing home. And I'm not, like, this isn't just like Kmart stuff, this is like high quality, expensive, good brand clothing and awesome t-shirts for geeks and people who are into fashion, and it's just exciting. And through that, I had a lot of people just offer to volunteer at the camp in general, like cis people who are allies and stuff, and it's just cool. There's so much support out there that it gets really frustrating when I'll have someone join the group and they'll be like, oh, it sucks being trans, no one understands, and it's like, if they talk for long enough, you see that a lot of, okay, so some people have had a really shit time, their families just don't understand, their friends don't understand. I know there are people like that out there, and it sucks that they're having that experience, and one of my goals with Trans Taz is to try and help them, so even if they're not getting the support from home, they're getting support from the trans community. People who've gone through this before are going through this as well. People who've had it, you know, had a lucky time of it like me, who can try and give support and, you know, that kind of thing. But it annoys me because there are some people who join and they're like total pessimists, and they're like, oh, people don't understand this and that, and the more they talk you realize they're just one of these people with like a negative mindset, and they aren't necessarily having negative experiences, but they're just so sure that life is crap and everyone is crap and it's crap to be trans, that they are just like, you know, and it puts it down on it, and it's really awful for the younger members of the group to see this and be all like, oh no, you know, everything's bad, what's going to happen to me as I grow up as a trans person. And it's like, actually, there are lots of people out there who have your frickin' back, and I think in Tassie, from what I can see, is actually the majority of people are really cool about it. And if you're hanging out with people, okay, you can't choose your family, but if you're hanging out with friends who are not cool with it, then are they really the sort of people you want to be friends with? And I know it's harder to say that. Like, when I was in college, I was smoking weed and stuff with my friends, and I ended up cutting most of that friendship group out because I suddenly realized whenever I was like, guys, I want to stop smoking. Hang on. So sick. Whenever I said, guys, I want to stop smoking, they'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever, have another cone. And then one day I realized if they actually cared about my health and stuff, they'd be like, we're not going to quit, but we support you, you know. But they didn't. They were like, whatever, keep smoking. And I was kind of like, screw that, I want to make it a life for myself and be healthy. And to be honest, the majority of them haven't really done much with their lives to this point, and a lot of them just kept smoking and then started taking worse drugs, and it's like, nah. So I cut that. So maybe that's what some trans people need to do. If their friends are, you know, not being cool with it, and it's not just a matter of taking time to adjust, but they're actually just being arsehads about it, then maybe they need to reconsider whether those sort of people should be their friends. Like, I wasn't actually too worried when I came out to my group of friends, because if I know that someone's really racist or something, or really homophobic, I generally move away from them, because, you know, unless it's someone who you can tell it's just the way they were brought up and they're trying to be understanding. But people who are like, you know, oh, these fucking immigrants taking our jobs, which is bullshit, I might add, they're just not the sort of people who appeal to me, because they've got such a negative mindset, and I don't want to be around people like that. And yeah, so that's my rant. And it's going to be hard for me to see whether my voice has dropped much since the last video, because this is me with a cold, so my voice is a bit deeper than usual, but, I mean, I don't know, it's getting there. Yeah, with this new job I started, there are a whole loads of international students who are volunteers, and some of them have become really good friends. And I was feeling really good the other day, and then one of them was like, ladies first, and motioned for me to go through the door, and I was like, no. And it didn't help that my poor supervisor accidentally misgendered me in front of people a couple of times, and she corrected herself. But I don't know, like, I think some of them are reading me as female or something, and I'm pretty flamboyant, but my days of trying to, like, be monotone, boring, as manly as possible are over, because I am a flamboyant person, and screw conforming. So I guess I'm going to be misgendered from time to time. Also, I can tell when I need to get my hair cut on how badly misgendered I'm being. Like, I had my hair cut like 2 weeks ago, and at that point I was getting so many customers being like, give the nice lady your money to their children and stuff like that, like to pay for things, and I was just like, shit. So yeah, so I like got my hair cut, and that kind of fixed stuff. But I don't know, if I lose, I know if I lose weight, which I want to do, and it's so frustrating because I know that if I'm eating carefully and going to the gym, I can lose like 2 to 3 kilograms a week, but it's not that easy. Like, I've got such an emotional connection to food. It's like, I feel like crap, I eat food. I feel happy, I eat food. I want food, I'm gonna eat it, and it's really hard to stop myself. And it's not just food, it's like unhealthy food, like chocolate. We're talking a packet of Tim Tams, and I'll just bam like that. It's so bad. So I'm trying to like train my brain out of that. But considering how sexy I'm being today, I think I'm gonna sign out. Ugh, I feel like crap. Please excuse the coughing. I have no video editing software, so I can't remove it. I'm looking at getting a better camera, actually, like a camera, getting an actual camera, and microphone and stuff, so I can do proper videos, not just for this, but like in general. Okay, over and out.